Hello everyone and welcome to the channel.
Today I'm going to cook up a menu so significant that it made history. The question is, can our normals and you at home guess what it is? So today's menu, cold chicken is inside it.
So to clarify again, he's going to make 3 hints.
Essentially you're going to lead us a gingerbread trail of clues to try and guess what this is.
Yep, I feel like hopefully the menu should be a clue in itself, but at the same time I will punctuate it with 3 clues, and you have the option to ask questions if you get really stuck.
We said last time, but basically when we were planning this format we realised it's just a complete rip-off of The Masked Singer, but with food.
And 20 questions.
And hey, that's TV, so, you know.
So I'm starting with roast chicken sliced up.
So this is cold but pre-cooked chicken, and this was on the menu, right?
Yes. Some sliced breast meat.
You know how when he's in the kitchen usually there's a swagger? Like I'm in control, I know what I'm doing. It's 10 times that today.
I know.
Because now he has the power of a little bit more knowledge.
He's impish, that's what he is today. He's like this.
Yeah.
I know something you don't know.
Doo-dah, doo-dah.
Impish Ebbers.
Oh, okay.
We also have cold ham, cold tongue, and cold beef. Some people tell me I'm a mean beast because I cut it very fine.
Whatever that was, on reflection, it's not subtle, but I don't know what it's referring to.
Giving it away, which is really annoying. Look at him, impish.
If anybody got it from that alone, I'd be impressed, but it's possible. I would also like to make some pickles. So I've got some little cucumbers, and I'm just going to halve them. And then like we do with all pickles we make on the channel, we've made lots over the years, I'm going to salt them. You don't eat all of that, you wash it off later on, but the salt will help draw out the moisture, keeps them crunchy, and starts to season it, at which point they look like that. So all of that moisture has come out of the cucumber. But now they're terribly salty, so they do need to be washed in cold water before being stacked back into a jar, and then a hot pickling liquid poured over, which is going to be beer, vinegar, sugar, and pickling spices.
I've had a moment.
No.
I've had a moment.
Have you had a moment?
He's been dropping a few hints and something just clicked.
To clarify, the method and the menu that you're cooking up right now is exactly how it was in history.
It is our best interpretation of the information we have.
I think I've got the main clue. I think I've got the main clue, so I think I know the main theme here. I can't work out my next thing is the event.
Whilst our pickling liquid comes up to a simmer to be poured over the top, so I'll give you your first clue.
Yes, please.
Please.
Well, you've already got
Second.
it.
This menu was enjoyed by 2 Edwardian gentlemen, Graham and Ken. Don't take anything I say too literally, but now this is up to a boil, it can go over our cucumbers and they will be pickled.
He just did it again. He just did it again. He just did it again. Right, okay. I don't know
what does Edwardian even mean? Discuss amongst yourselves.
I have a very strong theme and a link to the event, but I don't know what the event itself was.
Oh no!
The next element to this menu is potted meat. We have some pork belly and some duck legs that we cured in a seasoned herby salt, and then after that we brushed it off and we've slow cooked it in duck fat. I need to drain some of the fat off and pick the meat.
It's hard because neither of us really know when the Edwardian period was.
I think it's when Queen Victoria died. It's the period immediately after that with Edward.
Victoria was mid to late 1800s.
Play along at home, you've only had 1 clue so far, but if you think you get it, put the time code at which you finally kind of had a hunch. So potted meat is something we're less familiar with now in the sense that it is a way of preserving-ish meat to eat at a later date. I'm pretty sure this isn't how it would have been done back in the day, but the idea of turning it with kind of a beater or a paddle in a mixer doesn't blend it up like a food processor, but kind of breaks it up enough for this to work. Then you pour the fat back in along with our spices. Mixed spice, mace, and nutmeg. I'm also going to add in a little bit of Armagnac.
Ebbers, I have a question. Are any of these components going to be served warm?
No.
I don't know what I make of that.
I hate this game. This game sucks.
You look like, what are you doing there? You look like
I'm
a strip
suffering.
search.
So deliberately pressing it now, so A, all that fat sets up, but also there's no air pockets, because the air pockets, essentially, if you have them in there, is where it's going to carry on not being preserved. This is a mixture, pretty much equal quantity, of duck and pork.
I need another clue now. Like,
I'm flailing, Baz.
A little bit of clarified butter over the top seals it all in. And if I've done this perfectly, there should be no space for oxygen. Oh, bother. There are a couple of air bubbles. We're going to eat this now as soon as it's cold and set.
Give me a big deal with the fact that there's bubbles and air and oxygen. More than he needs to.
Well, that's only because if you do have air and bubbles, it doesn't preserve and therefore will probably kill you.
Anyone got any ideas?
So earlier on, I cut up lots of red onions and sweated them down and mixed them with sugar, balsamic, a few spices, a little bit of garlic, and cooked it until it is jammy.
Jammy.
You want it thick enough, again, so it can spread with a selection of our cold meats. While I do this, would you like a second clue?
Yes, please.
This menu revolves around anthropomorphism, which is the attribution of human characteristics to God, animal, or objects.
What?
Clear?
This is hard.
Now you're beginning to get a picture here. We've got cold chicken, or ham, or tongue, or beef, or chutney, or potted meat.
Why is he emphasising the or? Or.
Ebbers, can I ask some questions?
Yeah, and I will choose whether I answer them or not because
How important is the or?
some would say crucial.
So, was the existence of this dish in itself historically significant, or did it celebrate a time or event that was historically significant?
It is an occasion that has gone down in history,
Okay.
and this is what it included.
And was it the first one of its kind?
No, in fact, it was an approach to life. You know, when pace slows and life kind of meanders and there's a breeze in the trees, you just want to enjoy a meal.
Annoyingly, each clue undoes the last.
I know.
Super simple. And then we have one more hero dish to create. The last thing I'm going to do is a sandwich. And this particular sandwich is a symbol of respectability and restraint. As quoted in this book, it's a cress sandwich.
Oh, can't wait for this.
A crest, just crest.
A little pot of mustard, don't lose that.
Wow, no.
Refrain from giving it away if you think you're close. There's one more clue to come.
I have a question. Is this event related to the world of literature?
Yes.
I'm screwed.
Are you almost ready for another clue?
Yes, please.
Need it.
Please.
Clue 3, I want to actually read to you. It's a quote from the book, but I think it will give you some nice context. If you are to travel, you must also eat. This doesn't mean you must compromise. Whether you're visiting Calcutta or the Cotswolds, certain standards must be maintained. A selection of meats and salads is transported at whatever level of inconvenience is necessary, along with the crockery and cutlery required.
Oh, he's brought his own bag in.
Oh, this stupid little picnic bag. No!
He's been trying to expense this bag for so long. This is his way.
Vetoing this bag for the last year.
It's important to be prepared for every eventuality. Does that now help you?
It narrows things down into just a vortex of uncertainty.
Ginger beer? Not lashings, just a few.
If you know the book, it's staring you right in the face.
The last thing is homemade lemonade. Freshly squeezed lemon juice, sugar, or actually I'm going to do a little bit of honey. And water, or sparkling water if you want it sparkling. Traditionally, it would have been flat.
Firstly, Does the watercress link towards the location of the author?
It is cress, not watercress, but I see where you're going, and I'm going to say, yeah.
Holy, really?
Broadly speaking, not specifically speaking.
I live on the watercress line. There's in Hampshire, and there's watercress everywhere, and there's a famous author from Hampshire.
We tried to keep the spread true to the book. There were other things we were going to put in as extra clues, but we thought it might have given it away, like sausage cooked in Yorkshire batter, for example, but that might have been too obvious. So instead, this is the menu that made history. Their boards are blank. We're introducing the boards this time because people said he cheated last
I didn't cheat.
I don't think he did, but it did look like it.
Does this event happen pre or post book launch?
In the mind of the author, because he had to put it onto the pages.
Oh, so it's therefore it's within the book.
Gonna have to ask you to lock in an answer.
I'm going to write down all the streams that I've had.
So, on the count of 3, turn your boards round. 1, 2, 3. This was Ratty's picnic from Wind in the Willows. The picnic shared by characters in the Wind in the Willows by the stream. I like this, and Wind in the Willows gets a strong half point. This is one of the most iconic picnics in literature, full stop, as voted for by loads of different publications, including Penguin. And it made this because it was a moment in history, but it keeps making history because it's a timeless classic that is still sold in huge volumes today, even though it began life as a collection of letters written by Kenneth Graham to his kids.
Oh, okay.
I mean, a cress and mustard sandwich is actually banging.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think it.
Unless you know the book, and it is quite a quoted picnic in other literature and bits and pieces. Ratty is very generous with his time, although people call him a mean beast because he slices meat very thin. And the whole thing starts with cold chicken.
Well done, by the
The
way.
significance of the book is definitely there because I remember being read to from Wind in the Willows, even though it's not one of the iconic children's books of my childhood.
Right, Baz, you won.
How did Baz win?
Do I get you a hamper?
You got the same.
Oh, yes!
No picnic is complete without additional seasonal drinks. No one even tried my lemonade, but would you like to try some gin?
Yes, please.
Cheers.
Cheers to Kenneth Graham and a timeless classic.
To Ken.
Because I won, do I get to keep your hamper?
How did you win? Just because you put the word picnic down? It's bloody
Yeah.
obvious it was a picnic.
Mine's a little fire stream.
How many of you guys got it? Comment down below and with your time code of when you did.
Also, if you want to get your hands on our delicious strawberry gin, the information is downstairs.
And as always, give the video a like if you enjoyed it so we know to make more of these.
Character synopsis of Mr. Toad. See if this reminds you of anyone. Toad is rich, jovial, friendly and kind-hearted, but aimless and conceited. He regularly becomes obsessed with current fads, only to abandon them abruptly. He's also crashed 7 cars and been in hospital 3 times and spent a fortune on fines.
Yeah.
And that's why he's the lead character.
Sometimes he dresses as a washerwoman.